Let's see you shoot. Oh, you missed.
One more chance.
You not perfect? Oh my God.
Nobody's perfect.
I'm glad you admitted it. That's all I wanted to hear.
My name's Coral Lu. I went to University of Kansas for my undergrad and then went to Northwestern for my master's degree. Currently, I am the sideline reporter for ESPN International, but specifically for China project. We do 5 live broadcast games per week. So normally China picks all the games a month ahead and I will get my assignments by the next week. So basically I'm just traveling around the country and cover all those important events. So for example, if they pick Thunder versus Warriors game, then I will be the sideline reporter. What you always see is how Doris Burke does or Rosalind from TNT, they do the pregame segment before the game starts, kind of like predicting and analyze a bunch of stats. Then in the end, we will also provide a lot of information. And after the game, we do walk-off interview with the player. Normally it's from the winning team. And then we will do a lot of feature stories by weekly basis with different players. I graduated in 2015, December. And in 2016, February, that's when ESPN and Tencent, which is one of the largest social media and e-commerce internet companies in China, they signed a 5-year deal. And at that time, they were hiring and recruiting bilingual reporters, producers, and writers. I saw this opportunity. That's how I kind of signed up for it. And I think they were hiring people urgently. So on the second day or the third day, they called me right away. And I went through the interview. They liked me, so they want me to fly to their headquarters to have the interview with everyone, which I did. In the beginning, I was actually looking for assignment editor or producer jobs because I always like production. And I got the assignment editor job because that time I don't really have the actual working experience. My only experience that working for the professional field was at ICS, which is International Channel of Shanghai. So I was interning there. I did internship at ICS. So full name is International Channel Shanghai, and it's one of the biggest international TV station in China. If you're not native speaker, people are gonna be even more strict on you. They're gonna try to look for the native speakers because they obviously have better English skill. But when you are having the ability to speak other languages, it actually helped me to find another job because they say, hey, I know your English is not as perfect as native speaker, but at least you speak and you wrote, and at least you are able to communicate with others in Chinese. So when I get this job, I start to realize, okay, this is a great opportunity for me to, use my disadvantage and kind of turn into my advantage. And I think that's really helped me to get that job. I made it!
See?
I went to KU in 2011, so that time I actually applied to 3 schools. KU gave me the offer right away, and I was already in the J school in the first year. And when I was at the KU, my first year of freshman year, I was actually taking some basic journalism classes, but also involved in a show called KU Sports Talk. That show was produced by Terry Bryant, and the last 2 years I was at the Cal Butcher's Media Crossroad. I was helping with the Good Morning KU show.
Coming to you live for the first time on television in high definition, this is Good Morning KU. I'm Michael Garrett.
And I'm Coral Lu. Last year, my senior year, I took Max Usler's, I think it was like sports journalism class, but I was also doing a lot of advanced reporting projects. And in my spare time, I do a lot of packages and watch a lot of like YouTube stuff. Try to get involved with a lot of people, like a lot of journalism projects too.
This year's proposal says instead of parking zones, the parking permit will be based on how close these parking lots close to campus buildings.
There are multiple factors. First, I think is hardworking. Just like what Cal said, you have to be really driven. You have to be very self-motivated and hardworking. And you have to understand this is probably one of the most competitive jobs in this world. You are competing with tons of people that want to be famous or want to be on the top of the sports industry. And if you don't work hard enough, there will be someone that quickly replace you because there are just always so many people with those kind of dreams. And the second one, I think, is just try to be very brave. If you are new, if you're a rookie, people are gonna know, but you can't just act like a rookie. You have to pretend you are very strong and tough. So at least when you see someone, go introduce yourself to them, kind of let them know who you are with, and really try to build a relationship, because you never know. Those people, maybe some people you think they're not important, but in the end of the day, they're gonna be super, super helpful to your career. It's really easy, but I think it's really hard for a lot of international students to do, is be a social butterfly. It's, Asian culture is different from American culture. We are more conservative. We are not like that extroverted or outgoing like Americans, but you have to be very socialized so you could build relationships with others, and connection is always so important. And if you're just gonna sit in your dorm, sit in your apartment, all day doing your homework, it doesn't matter if you have 4.0 GPA or you have like a perfect score on your GMAT or GRE. It's just on the piece of paper. You really have to walk out of your comfort zone and start to make new friends. Rakcha, J-Hawk, let's go KU.
Well, next time when we come to your kitchen, we need to show your refrigerator to all the Chinese fans.
I guess actually, I'm gonna clean up when y'all leave.
Yeah, that's your assignment next time.